their funds so that they could actually engage in meaningful investments before they get to retirement. Most of them, there was an outcry that they wanted to at least have access to their funds so that they can, some of them could actually start projects such as building of their houses. Those that are quite entrepreneur-oriented mindsets can also actually engage in meaningful businesses to assist them before they get to retirement. So that benefit is called pre-retirement benefit. Obviously, before you access it before you retire, the qualification criteria first and foremost is that you must have contributed to the scheme for a minimum of 60 contributions. Which translates into 5 years.
5 years.
So you can only access it if you have a minimum of 60 contributions, or if you have attained the age of 45. So when you have attained the age of 45, regardless of the contribution sitting on your account, you can actually access it as well. Okay. So those are the qualification criteria. So aside that, obviously later on in the program, we should be able to discuss other benefits that are payable under Napsa,
yes,
especially after retirement. Lamek, you, especially for the purposes of this program, we intend that we get as many questions as possible.
Yes.
We want to dedicate this program to discuss the benefits, because most of we do realize that most of our members want to understand what benefits are due to them, and for those who may not even be aware that they could actually access something now, it will be an opportunity for them to call us in. We want to be to engage our clients, yes, mostly. So those that can call, they are free to call so that we respond to their questions.
Okay, so at this point, +260-212-617140, +260-212-617140 is the number that will give you access to ask my guest questions regarding benefits from Napsa. If you want to know how you can actually get these benefits, in case you have any clarification, you have any contribution regarding the same, I think this is your time. So +260-212-617140. That's the powerful line that will actually give you access. But before that, Mr. Kazembe, just briefly tell us about the eye care system as we wait for those calls.
Okay, excellent, Lamek. So the eye care system is an Napsa system which was introduced in last month. So before that, we had a system called eNapsa. Mm-hmm. So for any interactions via the e-platform, you could access you could access Napsa services through eNapsa. But I think effective 16th of June 2025,
yes,
we launched a new system called eye care system. So eye care system draws its name from our core values as Napsa. Our core values are eye care. Okay, so the synonym actually stands for integrity, collaboration, accountability, respect, and excellence. Mm-hmm. So that is where we draw the name of our system from. So basically, this system brings into light all the systems that are accessible via Napsa. Previously, most of these systems were sitting in isolation. But now, eye care is an integrated system.
Okay, hold your thought. Let me get this call. Let's pick this call. +260-212-617140. Good morning. Hello. Okay, we lost you. But you can proceed. +260-212-617140. In case you have a question. In relation to what we are discussing benefits, how you can actually access your benefits at Napsa. Let's pick this call. Good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Yes, you are through to Sun FM.
Hello.
Yes, hello, you are through to Sun FM. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, we can get you, sir.
Yes, I'm calling you from Ghana.
Yes, your full names? Give us your full names. Okay, we seem to have lost that one. +26021261741. Another call. Hello, good morning. I don't know why I'm dropping calls, but my phone is always flashing, so I thought people want to be as interactive as they want to know more about this one. +26021261741 in case you want to learn more about how to get your benefits from Napsa. Mr. Kazembe has taken time to also explain to us the eye care system. Maybe before, okay, let's pick this call as hello?
Hello?
I request that you reduce the volume on your stereo or TV set.
Thank you.
Mugweshe kwa vepa zero.
Yes, please. My name is Jerry. I'm calling from Ndora.
Okay, Mr. Jerry, please go ahead with your question. Comment.
Yes, good morning, our guest there. I used to work in one of the companies within Ndora. That is from 2012 to 2021. But then when I went to Napsa to claim for my, that is after I had of course, this Napsa issue came after 2021. That was after I had retired from work. Then when I went to Napsa to claim for my partial retirement, I was told that the company could not remit for almost 2 years. That was 2016 and 2017. So I had reasoned with the people who were telling me, the officers there, to say, is it not the NAPSA who should go and approach my former employees? They told me, no, it's you who should go there. But then I'm still wondering, because that is some sort of a penalty, whereby if the company had sent its inspectors there to claim for my 2 years NAPSA contribution, they can even penalize them for not having limited. But for them sending me to go and tell the personnel there or the management there that they should limit it, I see that it's not working. Thank you. What is your advice?
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Jerry. I'm sure Mr. Kazembe will explain the procedure. There is another call, +26021261741. Let's pick this one. Hello? Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, thank you, sir. Kindly speak up.
Yes, you're talking to Mr.
I didn't get your name, sir.
I'm saying you're talking to Mr. Jikuni in Ndora.
Mr. Jikuni in Ndora. Go ahead with your contribution, sir.
Yes, I just want to ask this. My concern is just the question. Now, if you want to join, how do I join?
I'm getting.
Since I'm over that age, am I eligible to join the NAPSA issue? And when can I get the NAPSA?
You are over which age, sir?
Yes.
Okay. He's over 60, so he wants to find out if he can actually access those benefits. Okay. +26021261741. After this call, you can actually respond to those three. +26021261741. That's the number that will give you access. Let's pick this one. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, thank you. Who are we talking to?
This is Mr. Charlie again.
Mr. Charlie, yes.
Yes. I just want to find out if you are entering the account number for your bank account when requesting for the NAPSA, that is partial withdrawal, and it's refusing to be recognized. The account number is being received or rejected. What could be the problem?
Okay, thank you very much. Mr. Kazembe will attend to those 3 questions now. Yes, react to those 3.
Thanks once more, Lamek. Pretty interesting. It's exciting that our listeners are quite following what we are discussing here. I'll begin with Mr. Jere. So Mr. Jere wanted to know what he can do because apparently his employers were not contributing for the past
2 years.
For 2 years,
yes.
Okay, from the time that he was working. First and foremost, Lamek, what is very important for all of us, for you and me, is that we must ensure that we have done KYC details with Napsa. KYC simply means know your customer. Okay, so basically what we are saying is that we want to know our customers as much as possible. We need to have as much information about our customers as possible. In the past, what used to happen is that information never used to sit well for most of our clients. But I think sometime in 2017, when we launched the Napsa platform, we embarked on a KYC where we were updating details of our members. The reason why we want to have as much information as possible about our customers is for the sole purpose of being able to transact with them easily. Okay, what I mean is that you can imagine in the case of Mr. Jerry, what we do now is that if a contribution is made on your behalf by your employer, a notification comes through your phone.
Yes.
Okay, I think for those that those whose details are sitting perfectly well with us, once an employer makes a payment, you receive a notification that an employer has been able to contribute for you. If you don't receive that message, of course it will trigger something. It should be able to trigger something from, with you, and you can question your employer that this, I always receive messages. Why haven't I missed this opportunity? It becomes very difficult, Lamek, for us to be able to know first and foremost who is working where and whether the company is actually contributing on their behalf. So it's possible that someone could be working for a certain employer, deductions being made on their payslip, but contributions are not being paid for them. So we do have such kind of cases. So that is why we are encouraging our members, the general membership, that it's important that we ensure we sign up online. Because when you sign up online under the new system called iCare, it gives you access to your platform. Okay, so you get to see every detail as it is sitting. You have access to your statement throughout. Okay, in the comfort of your home, you can actually log into the profile and see whether your employer is actually making contributions. So it becomes easier if we are able to if we are able to discover on time that contributions are not being made on behalf of a member. Yes, rightly so. We have that mandate actually to ensure that employers are compliant. They're actually contributing for their employees. So now, in the case of Mr. Jerry, what I could advise is that he should find time if he can come to the office, so that we appreciate. The challenge, most of the challenge comes in when the employer Mr. Jerry is talking about is could have been a foreign company. And at the time he was working, he never made a follow-up. He never had access to his account to see whether they were contributing for them. And for us to be able to follow through the process, you discover that this employer actually was a foreign company. They've since folded, they've closed the company, and they've gone. It becomes very difficult for us to be able to do that. But if the employer is still in existence and they're operating, we have a compliance team. We've got inspectors who's mandated actually. In most cases, they are prosecutors. Okay, so they will follow through the process. They will demand for documentation. They will do their own assessments and investigations. When they discover that this employer was actually defaulting, they are able to prosecute.
Okay.
So yeah, so what I can ask Mr. Jerry is to find time to come and see any of our inspectors at our Ndola office, and then they should be able to follow through his case, and then we can pick it up from there. Mr. Jikubi also wanted to find out, I'm not sure whether he wanted to know the eligibility, at what age he can be able to claim his money, or at what age he can join the scheme.
Yeah.
Okay, so in order for you to qualify to join the scheme, the pension scheme, first and foremost is that you must have, you must be between the age of 16 and 65. So the late retirement age is 65. Okay, so anyone who's between this age and they're earning something, or even they could even be a business personnel, they could be running their own business and they wish to start contributing. So as long as they are between the age of 16 and 65, they are very much free to register. They can see any of us and we'll be able to assist them on how they can join on the platform. Then Mr. Chalwe also he was inquiring about his PRB. He's saying that his account is being rejected when he inputs it, when he's trying to claim his PRB. It would be interesting for us to appreciate what the challenge is, because the account number is under KYC, and as you log into the system, at the point of claiming your money, you simply capture in. What you should ensure is that you must ensure that all the sort codes and everything else, you need to pick the correct branch, because as a part for the branch, you also need to pick, of course, when you pick the branch, it will actually automatically pick the sort code. But you also need to input the correct account number. So it would be interesting for us to appreciate exactly what the feedback that is getting in order for us to be able to respond well. But in case you have any challenges, please feel free to walk into any of our offices and we should be able to look at that.
Okay. Let me get more calls. +260 212 617140. In case you have a comment or contribution, let's talk to this one. Good morning. Hello, good morning. Okay, we'll drop that one. Please, I've always advised you to make sure that you reduce the volume to your stereo to up to 0 if you want us to have a meaningful conversation. +260 212 617140. That's the number. So don't listen to us through the radio. If you want to communicate to us, don't listen through the radio. We have to communicate via your phone so that it's easier. +260 212 617140. That's the number. +260 212 617140. We still have a few minutes, so we'll give you a chance so that you can actually inquire on a number of things. +260 212 617140. That's the number that gives you access for you to come through and just comment or contribute on what we've discussed so far. +260 212. Do I have any calls? No calls so far. Okay, this one is ringing. Let's pick this one. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, you're through to Sun FM, and
okay.
Give us your name, please.
Speaking to Brian Mlenga.
Brian Mlenga. You're calling us from
Yes, calling you from within Indola.
Okay, Brian.
Yes, what I want to find out is that I've reached 50 years and I stopped working in 2022. Of course, I've gotten my partial withdrawal. Hello, are you getting me?
Yes, we can get you, sir.
Yeah, I've gotten my partial withdrawal. Now that I'll no longer go back to work, I'll never work again. I just wanted to find out about my money there. When can I claim it? Since I'm 50 years old. That is what I wanted to find out. Is it right now I can come claim it, or until I reach 55 years? I'll get the answer through the radio. Thank you.
Thank you very much. +260 212 617140. Let's pick two more calls. Hello?
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you. Kindly give us your name and where you are calling us from.
Douglas from Moshidi.
Okay, Douglas.
Yes, I wanted to know if you are self-employed, then what determines the amount you have to be paying every month if you are self-employed? It's determinant in every month in Karadi so much. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Douglas. Let's pick one more call and then allow Mr. Kazembe to attend to these. +260 212 617140. That's the number that will give you access. Let's pick this one. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Kazembe.
Yes, good morning. Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning. We can get you, sir. Give us
Good
your
morning. I'm Mr. Konjeva.
Okay, Mr. Konjera.
Yes, calling from Ndoma.
Okay.
Yes, I reached my retirement age in 2015. That time, I'd worked for about 3 companies earlier on. So I went to claim my money from Napsa. That time they had the office opposite to ShopRite in Pleasant Avenue. I was going there almost 4 months. I go there, they can come next week, come next month, come what, until finally I was attended to by one man. Then he left me in the office for about 30, 40 minutes. Then he went, then he came back. No, I said, thank you, there's a problem. I got shocked. I said, what is he telling me? No, he gave me a plain paper, no writing, the company you had worked for, whatever. So I wrote everything and whatever. No, put your bank account, then we'll get back to you up to today. That's how everything has ended. So I don't know how Mr. Kazembe can help or can come to the office. I explain properly. I don't know.
Okay, thank you very much. You actually attend to those 3 more calls. So, Mr. Kazembe, the floor is yours.
Yeah, thank you. I'll begin with the first question. Okay, let me begin with Mr. Nkonjera, who called us, I think, from Ndola. Yeah, so he's right. Previously, our office used to be Kingston. Kingston is an office just opposite ShopRite. It's still our office. We advocated that office, obviously, for purposes of renovations. That is why we are at Rikes now. That is where our office is now. Yeah, so 2015, yes, we were still there because we only moved in 2019. I would be very much interested to deal with Mr. Nkonjera because he says he was just told there was a problem. Our job is to solve problems, and I'm quite surprised that he has managed to stay away from the office for over 10 years without understanding what the problem is. Mr. Nkonjera, you have a right. Nobody can just tell you that there's a problem without being explained to. You deserve to know what the problem is, and obviously you need to understand. Okay, so please feel free to come and see me. Like I mentioned, we are based at Rikes, so that I really appreciate. Anything else I cannot comment because I don't understand. Okay, because I need to speak with facts. Come through with any valid ID. We'll be able to look at the systems and see what is due to you. Especially that you mentioned that you retired in 2015. I'm sure you must have been contributing to the scheme in one way or the other. So please come through. Just ask for Mr. Kazembe. I'm giving an official appointment, and then we'll be able to deal with your issue. Brian Mulenga says he's 50 years old, yes, and he stopped work in 2022, if I got him correctly, and he has already managed to claim his pre-retirement benefit, but he wants to know because he does not intend to go back for work. Okay, so 2 things that I want to address, Lamek. So retirement age pretty much depends on when you exited, when you joined the scheme. So before August 2015, the retirement age used to be, early retirement used to be at 50 years, and then normal retirement used to be at 55. But the government in 2015 August amended the retirement age, the act, that part of the act on the age. Early retirement was moved to 55. Normal retirement to 60, and late retirement. There was an introduction now of 65 years as late retirement. So now, here is what happens. If you join the scheme before the amendment of the act, you can elect to retire based on the previous act, okay? Because those are accrued rights under the law. But for those that joined the scheme after the amendment was done, they cannot enjoy. They've got no accrued rights under the previous regime, so they can only go at early retirement 55, normal retirement at 60, and late retirement at 65 now. So now, I don't know, first and foremost, when Brian joined the scheme. Yeah, I want to believe he must have joined earlier, meaning that if he joined before August 2015, we need to make an assessment. He can choose to go at early retirement, which used to be 50. He's 50 this year. So now, for him to qualify for early retirement pension, he must have contributed to the scheme a minimum of 180 contributions. Okay, so at 50, you should have 108, which is about 15 years of contribution sitting on your account. Then we will do an evaluation. Once we make an evaluation, as long as his pension is above the minimum pension for that particular year, then we can actually put him on pension, and he starts drawing a life pension until he dies. So find time, Mr. Mulenga, or if you already signed up, if you signed up on under Napsa, you can sign up on, you can migrate to iCare system by simply going on forget password, reset your password, and then you should be able to have a view of your account statement, and you should be able to establish if you got 180 contributions sitting on your account, then you can start your process for an early retirement pension. But other than that, then you'll have to wait for 55 to get your benefit. Then we also you have is there a caller? Do we have a caller on the line?
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, I'll address it later. Yeah.
Let's pick this one. Good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, you're through to Sun FM.
Hello.
You are through to Sun FM, please.
Hello.
Hello, we can get you.
Ine nyewo shiba Isaac.
Mkwai wachi.
Ndefa nipyo kuliba kwena tuabombele tali sana. Ifwe tuani muli NPF yati National Province Fund. Naomba watu wapo. Ifwe mpya watu after waiting for 23 years, 25 years, up to 900 kwacha. Naomba takwa bansema kwa batali consider mune nyama buildings twakuno wingi ayo mule poka mwindala mashefu. Kweba kuri ama buildings yale wampelemba uchibanani balabo nseba jaza wa money countrywide mwa. Naomba nishi hote kumtali consider. Twajibombele makuna na ma buildings ayo ni mule bombela mo indala mashefu. Naomba indala mashefu kama tupela 900 kwacha. Thank
you very much. Twatotela ndemona balamya scope sakasan. Let's pick one last call because this is the last set of my calls. So +2602126174140. Quickest fingers who get you through so that you can ask your question. So this is my last caller. Let's pick this one. Hello, good morning. +2602126174140. Let's pick this one. Good morning.
Douglas, you have not answered my call or my question.
Your question, Douglas, will be addressed.
Okay, thanks.
So let's give others chance. +2602126174140. Looking at time, Mr. Kazembe, maybe okay. There's one last caller, so let's talk to them. Hello, you're through to Sun FM.
Hello, good afternoon.
Okay, it's not yet afternoon, but go ahead. Give us your names and where you're calling us from.
Okay, my name is Moses. I'm calling from within Indo.
Okay.
Apparently, I happen to be neighbors with Mr. Folex that you are there.
Okay.
I'm a civil servant, and I've worked in government for 20 years, serving under Napsa.
Yes.
I want you to tell the nation just one sentence so that my fellow civil servants are aware. If I reach the age of 55 years and I retire, will I get pension, or it is the same rumor that we hear that you just give me a salary till I die? That's my only question. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm sure you got the gist of his question.
Yes, I did. Yeah, I did. Okay. I know where he's coming from and where he's going. So I'll address that issue. So getting back to Douglas, Douglas is quite anxious to hear my response to his question. He called twice from Wishili, yes. I want to believe. Yeah, so Douglas wanted to know the minimum contribution if he's self-employed. So I'm sure in the recent past you have seen we've been running quite a number of adverts, especially for the informal sector. You see, like I mentioned earlier in my opening remarks, pension is a universal right. All of us, four legs, I'll address you as four legs, I hope you don't mind. So,
yeah, no, I don't mind.
Okay. Yeah, so all of us, obviously, at some point we are going to get tired. Whether you're a businessman, you run a taxi business, you're a garden boy, you are a house help, pension is a requirement for everybody else. So you need a fallback plan for the rainy day, okay? So there will be a time when no one will be able to look at you, and that's why pension is very necessary. So what we did is that we extended coverage, the informal sector, through what we call the ECIS, extension coverage, the informal sector. So now this gives an opportunity for everyone to be covered under the pension. Be marketeers, sawmillers, everyone else who does business. So the minimum contribution is 60 kwacha. Okay, so
every month.
Yeah, you can actually, that's a minimum contribution that you could be doing for yourself. So there's no the upper limit. Obviously, there's a ceiling, but you can contribute as much as you are able to. Okay, the idea is that obviously with any pension payout, any payment elsewhere, any investment elsewhere, the more you put in, the more you actually get out of it. Okay, so he's free, but Douglas, please register yourself. You can actually register yourself, or if you have any challenges, come to the office. We'll show you how you can sign up yourself, and then you can start contributing 100 kwacha or any amount of money that you can afford for that particular month. It is very, very important. There are quite a number of exciting products and benefits under the ECIS. If you're in business, you can even have access to financing through our partners, ZICB. As you may be aware, Napsa is a major shareholder in ZICB. We have a stake there, so you can actually access financing. There are quite a number of exciting products under the. At some point in time, Four Legs, we should be able to come specifically to come and discuss the informal sector coverage. Okay. But yes, so he can contribute. The minimum is only 60 kwacha, so he can contribute as much as he can, so that the benefit payout is quite higher. Mr. Chiba Isaac, abafiashi bachituma bachilanda muchibemba. Four Legs, allow me to also respond to him in Bemba.
Yes.
Pakweba tibonfuikishe bwino. Shiba Isaac, as you may be, I'm sure he knows, that's why he called, that what existed before NAPSA came into being is a scheme called the Zambia National Provident Fund. Yes. Okay, so this is actually a pension fund that existed before NAPSA came into being, and you will agree with me, Four Legs, that like I mentioned when I was responding to Douglas, ichichita determine indalamo muntu alesenda. Number one, my contributions aleleta kuli scheme. Okay, mwalishi w'abantu mukyalo tabafola endalama shimoshini. Abantu mukyalo balafola endalama ishapusana. Elo contribution ya kunapsa ni percentage. So the more you get, the more the contribution amount. So walasango kwebati abantu bale bomba company moyine umuntu alefola endalama eshingi umunanko alefola endalama eshinono. Indana walesa mkupoka panuma ya kusarita techibe chimochine yo shalapusana. Number 2, abantu bali pusana efe babomba. Ba Four Legs imolo mwajo ine ku Sun FM. You found people were already working for Sun FM, and also imwebe nelimbi kwa diko mwafumineko mwale bomba. Okay, so imwana imwenga twaisa isangana kuno ku Sun FM te kwebo kuba pantu bonse tule bombera chapa munenda lama twala tsashani twala poka shimoshini. Bamwala bombe myake ingi, bamwala bombe myake inono. And also you see, there are so many factors that determine the payout package. Ngamule bushaba Four Legs muchalo chesu twalikwete inflation ikalamba sana a certain period of time. It was only somewhere around 1991 after multi-party endalama nomba shambiro kula kwata kwa maka kunu makuli afwe bafierwa kale nabafyashi bandi bale ushokwe bataka de kwale bokuya nesaka de andalama kuya stafesa kali abunga. So money had lost value for a certain period of time, and So there are so many factors, but ichingafu wachakwa wakabati ngana mkwate insta batata timwaisa mbona so that waisa mona statement yeno fyo ilelanga imyaka mwachite contribute naindala mwachite so that waisa londora wino okulingana na situation yenu. If index respond generally without looking at your account, but it will be interesting and chakwati mwakwate insta mwaisa mbona mwatafyo kwa batindefo kumona bakazembe, then we'll look at your account and then we can be able to explain to you. Lastly, Mr. Moses from Ndola, the civil servant. Okay, yeah. So there's been a lot of talk, especially where the NAPSA benefits are concerned. That's why we want to come on programs like this, so that we educate our members and we actually speak about the benefits themselves that come with such packages. So especially for the civil servants, the challenge that comes in is that some of the civil some members of the civil service contribute to a scheme called PSPF, Public Service Pension Fund. Okay, and what it determines who contributes to that is what I explained earlier. So before NAPSA came into being, we had three pension schemes. The government, those that used to work in the government or the public sector, used to contribute to a scheme called the Public Service Pension Fund. Those that used to work in the private sector used to contribute to a scheme called ZNPF. And ZESCO and the local authorities used to contribute to a scheme called the LASIF. So these are different.
This is what has turned into superannuation fund?
It's still the same. So it's a local authorities superannuation fund. Yeah, so it's actually a pension. So now, these are separate pieces of legislation, and they are guided by different principles. So you discover that those that are under PSPF, at retirement, they are certain. They commute a certain amount of money. They are paid like a lump sum, and then the rest is paid in a pension form. But what used to happen is that when the government enacted the NAPSA Act, they were looking at compensation for lost income in terms of a salary, because the payouts under these different schemes were quite low. So the qualification criteria, to cut the story short, for what benefit you get from NAPSA depends on how many contributions you have made to the scheme. So Moses, when you at 55, because you wanted to know at 55 years, I'm 55 years, I come to NAPSA, what do I get? So when you're at 55 years, you come to NAPSA, we'll look at the number of contributions that you have made to the scheme. What determines the benefit that you get depends on the contributions. So if you have contributed a minimum of 180 contributions, which is 15 years, okay, in principle, you qualify for a life pension. Okay, so you don't get anything, but you are put on a life pension. You start drawing a pension. So again, what it determines, there's no standard amount. I was actually coming to that. So there's no standard amount. What it determines how much you get is what you used to contribute to the scheme. So for those who've been contributing at ceiling, the higher income earners who joined the authority and they've been contributing to the scheme at the highest, there's what we call a ceiling. There's a maximum which you can contribute to NAPSA. Anything above that is the deduction is pretty much the same. So we call it the ceiling. It changes every year. This year, I think it's anyone who gets above 37,000 kwacha, I think thereabout, the deduction is still the same. So now, what we are saying is that, so there's a maximum pension and a minimum pension. Yeah, so for the higher income earners, chances are that they will be put on a maximum pension, which stands this year, I think it's around 12,000 kwacha. Okay, so on the other side, there's what we call a minimum pension. No one should be able to get below a certain amount. I'll give an example for someone. Maybe he's a garden boy. He's working for a certain employer, and they are contributing for him. He's getting 1,000 whilst he's in employment. Okay, but as long as the employer is consistent, they are contributing for them every month. When they reach retirement, they come into NAPSA. When we calculate their pension, obviously that pension because it's a compensation for what you used to get, an average earnings of your lifetime. Of course, compensated between 30 and 40%. Okay, so now we are saying you discover that this person was getting 1,000 kwacha when they were working. The minimum pension this year stands at about 1,700 kwacha. Meaning we need to uplift these. If we discover that it's lower than, maybe we discover after the calculations, we discover, because it's someone who's getting 1,000, obviously the pension cannot be 1,000. It's about 40%. So you discover that when we make calculations, this person is entitled to about maybe 400, 500 kwacha. But this is below the minimum pension. This person is actually uplifted to 1,700. So when they were in employment, they were getting much less, but whilst in pension, they start getting higher. So this is an equalization fund that brings the lower income earners and the high income earners into a certain pool, certain resource to be able to do that. So what determines how much the benefit that you get from NAPSA is the contributions. If we discover that your contributions are less than 180 contributions, we'll simply pay you a lump sum. What you do with that money entirely depends on yourself.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much, Mr. Kazembe. That has been very insightful. And I think on the lighter note, I only hope that NAPSA stars will do well this season.
Excellent. We've yes, four legs. We are very hopeful because we've assembled a good technical team, and yeah, we NAPSA Tangala.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay, this is where we come to the close of this special program. Please always make sure that you listen to Sun FM so that you don't miss out on such insightful programs, because Chimuleka Fenama questions and yet the answers are available. So on behalf of my guest, Mr. James Kazembe, who is the Customer Experience Officer from NAPSA, I've been your host. My name is Lamek Zulu, also known as Four Legs. So continue enjoying our programming on Sun FM Radio and TV. For now, we're out. Bye-bye.